A little bit more white. By the way, they're, I think, 2 feet below historical average as far as snowfall totals for the season. And here we go, the swath of blue painted, the darker blue areas indicating where it's most likely to find a blizzard reported. However, I do think it is possible in between that we could find that. Basically, you need a couple of things to define a blizzard. First off, you need some snow involved. It needs to blow around, and because of that, it'll drop the visibilities to less than a quarter mile for 3+ hours as winds gust to more than 35 miles per hour. So you need those factors in order to define a blizzard. And we do, in fact, have those blizzard warnings already issued by the National Weather Service across parts of Nebraska into eastern Colorado, even the northwestern county of Kansas at this point in time. Notice what's going on today. Very quiet. If you need to do stuff ahead of the storm, certainly need to pivot its way on in and become a little bit more blue as that upper level low drags in the cold air from the north. And it's not a lot of snow, but where we do get it setting up overhead, that's where we can get those quick snowfall totals, which will amount to quite a bit. And like I said, this will blow, this will drift around in those strong winds in several spots. If you look off towards the east over the Atlantic Ocean, looks beautiful. As you can tell, in Myrtle Beach area, we actually are under a moderate drought, severe drought actually extending into parts of North Carolina. Not the only spot across the southeast we have severe drought through portions of Tennessee. As you get into just outside of the Knoxville area, that's where some of that extreme severe drought, I should say, starts to take hold. So we know it's dry. We're going to ramp up the winds, though. That's part of the problem. We already have wind advisories in place because we know those winds are beginning to get going as we head throughout today across the Mississippi Valley with that southerly pool fueling more thunderstorm activity heading into tomorrow. It's also bringing in the mild air. You can already find that those numbers will be changing today. It was quite chilly out there yesterday in several spots. We will get a little bit warmer in place like Montgomery, Alabama, even Atlanta back close to historical average in the mid-60s. We do come with quite a few clouds out there in the valley, but we're also going to add the moisture in the sense of humidity. So great for that fire danger. You can see all the dark browns. Watch as we go through tonight into tomorrow. Those dark browns just kind of lift and remove. So we're adding extra moisture into the atmosphere, which will help any sort of fire activity out there because it should lessen the risk for those fires to really take off and spread more. As we head through your Tuesday, though, still very dry out there. Watch the winds pick up in a place like Nashville, too, as the thunderstorms start to push in from the west. This line is moving. The storm system very progressive. So it means Wednesday morning we're waking up to thunderstorms in spots like Charlotte and Atlanta. As they continue to push their way east throughout the day, we will have the chance for some severe weather to move through with those damaging straight line winds associated with these thunderstorms mostly. That's going to be the greatest threat, though we could still have some hail and isolated tornadoes. Watching that threat here again, localized damaging wind gusts, that's going to be the biggest concern. Does include cities like Raleigh, North Carolina, and Charleston, South Carolina, places like Myrtle Beach as well. Moving through time, you can see this front. It's pretty powerful. Ahead of it, there could be a few cells that still kind of work their way on through. But even as we get into the overnight hours, again, Atlanta through the